welcome back to my channel. My name's Holly and I am back for another stitch update. It is now the 1st of March, so year is flying by, but I am on time. I'm trying my best to be on time. So I have got, if you could see what I've got literally on the table here, you would just laugh. I've got Stitchy Kindness, I've got new starts, I've got a haul, and I've got whip updates. So I think what I'm going to do, because I need to get rid of some of this stuff on my table because there was just so much, I'm going to do my haul and Stitchy Kindness first, and then I'm going to go on to my whip updates, what I've been working on. I've got a few shout outs as well. I've got a list here because I'm just never going to remember everything. And yeah, so let's get cracking. So the first thing I am going to do is I'm going to do my haul and my Stitchy Kindness. So I think on my last video, you know that I bought the, oh, what was it? I think it was the autumn Quaker, which I think was this one. Actually, let me take it out of here. So I bought this one a while back. This is the autumn Quaker, and I mentioned that I didn't realise that it was like a set of 4. So the lovely Tara, for One Stitch at a Time, bless her little heart, she went and sent me the other 3, which is really sweet. So I've got the, hang on, that is autumn. Which one is this one? I'm so confused. Okay, so this one is autumn. And then the other ones that I got are, I guess spring, summer and winter. So yeah, and they're all connected, and I also didn't realise that either at the time. So I've got this one, which is really cute. And then I've got this one, which is also really cute. I think this is like, you can tell this is the winter one because you've got the snowman, you know, some snowflakes and things like that. So that's definitely winter. Cute. And okay, hang on one sec. And then I've got this one. Given that it's got a bumblebee in it, I'm going to say this is more spring. So yeah, so there we are. The light's not very good today. I'm sorry about that. It's a bit dingy outside. So that's how they look all together. So that was really sweet of her. So thank you so much, Tara. That is really lovely of you. Appreciate that. Okay, so just going to pop these back in their bag so they don't get damaged, and then I'm just going to stick them on. I've got a little island behind me, and then I'm going to stick them on there. So that is another thing that I've managed to get rid of. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of these as well because they're in my way. I'm not too sure whether I showed you these last time. Hang on, I'm going to switch this round the back. Okay, so I bought these from Hobby Jobby, I think. These are the Nudge. I don't know whether they came in time, whether I was able to show you, but these are the Nudge. Well, I guess they're kind of in between hoops and Q-snaps, only they don't have, they're basically square hoops, but they are really, really good for tension. If you want really good tension, these are fantastic. So I got 2 packs. I'm using one on another project, which I'll show you shortly, but I wasn't sure if I did show you these or not. So I have got quite a few of these. I've got quite a few smaller projects that I want to start doing as well. So I thought that if I got not just one, but like a set, then I can just, you know, choose which would be better. The next thing I got was, and you can actually see this better on my tablet. I bought another pattern. Like, I need another pattern. So I got this from Etsy, and I saw it come up on cross stitch. Oh, what was it? The cross stitch. The main. Oh my goodness, it's just gone. The main cross stitch thing on Facebook, and it's got like 60,000 people that have joined. So this is what I bought, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a 250 by 250. I'm probably going to end up doing this on 18 count. I haven't started it yet. I'm aching to start it because it's so gorgeous. My printer's not the best colour, so I'll see if I can show you. I mean, I know you've got glare, but I mean, it's just beautiful. So, and I love owls, and it's only 48 colours, which is amazing. There are a couple of blended colours, which is the reason why I have to do 18 count, because I need to do 2 strands. So yeah, so I'm really excited to start doing that, but I'm not too sure when I'm going to do that yet. I bought some bobbies. I've got quite a few of these because now I'm starting to do the Royal Rose method with my stitching, which I will also talk more about in a second. I've got 4 packs of these, so they can just, I've got like a little bag, and they can just go in there. So I've bought some bobbies so that I can keep my strands of threads that are parked nice and neat, and out the way and not being trodden on, because I have quite long strands of floss when I stitch, which is probably not ideal. But because I do, I thought if I got some of these, it would be handy. I think I just got these on Amazon. Honestly, literally just did bobbies and Amazon, and then they came up. So I got 4 packets of those. And I also got some more, some threads. So I'm doing a stitch, basically another sal, and I don't know where I put it, it's here somewhere. I've decided to do, okay, bear with me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So a lovely lady called Lindsay messaged me on Facebook and asked me whether I'd like to do a stitch along with her. And we were discussing what to do, and she said that she had a long dog sampler called Sans Souci. Well, as you know, I also have a long dog sampler called Sans Souci, which I have started probably about 3 times now. Going back and forth with her, I decided that I wanted to do it on a 40 counts to 1/2 using 726, because I love yellow. So we are going to do a sal, like I need another new start, like a hole in the head. I don't know whether I've kept both of the new starts, but yeah. So I started this first with like a variegated thread, like a blue variegated thread, I think, and then I started it again using 32 count 1/2. And I just didn't like the coverage. I wasn't a fan of the coverage. Even though I know it's, you know, with these, they, you know, if you can see the cross stitches, it's quite nice. And the reason I think that I started this in the first place with 1/2 is the fact that I really like the fact that you could see the crosses. But now I've changed my mind and I don't like the fact that you can see the crosses. So I'm hoping this is going to be the last time that I restart this project, this pattern, because it's getting beyond the joke now. So Sans Souci is going to be a new start, and in fact it's such a rubbish day today that I feel like maybe today is going to be a good day, because a little bit of the yellow might kind of bring some sunshine into my life. I'm just going to get this out. Look how gorgeous that is. I mean, I don't really know what's going on with my camera at the moment. It's a bit odd, but things, I think maybe it's just the light. I don't really know. The light's going a bit nuts. Let me see if I can, that's better. I think that's better. That's a better colour. So yeah, you can see it better now. So it's like, it's almost like a sunshine yellow. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Hello. My camera's going a bit nuts. So that is what I've decided to do that project in. And I'm just going to bung those in there. Okay. Okay, so as I mentioned before, I am doing it on 40 count, and my fabric has finally arrived. It's absolutely beautiful. Now it hasn't got like the sparkle that I really like, but it's so difficult to get 40 count. And this is 40 count Verdal, white Verdal, and it's by hobbyhouseneedleworks.com. So it's a fat quarter, so it should be big enough. But it's absolutely beautiful, and I didn't realise how tiny the holes are. It just you know what? It looks like a sheet. You know, like a normal bedroom bed sheet. So I'm looking forward to using one of the nerd things with that, because it's tiny. But yeah, I don't know what to do about this light. This light is driving me a bit nuts because I don't feel like you can really see me very well. It's not a very clear picture, so I'm really sorry about that. If it gets worse, I'm going to pause and see if I can try and sort the light out again, because I have got this light on here. But I don't know whether is it better without the light? Maybe it's better without the light. I don't know. We'll try it without the light for a bit. Okay, so I've done Stitchy Kindness. I have done a haul. Oh, okay, so I've got another haul which goes into my... I have got over 2,000 subscribers now, and I did promise you that when I hit the 2,000 subscriber mark that I would do a free giveaway. So I have had quite a few people question me about these. These are what I'm using with some of my projects now, and I have also got some fabric which I know that I will never use. So let's do this. I bought this for a giveaway, and if you want to be in the running to win this, what should we put it as? Floss organisers, maybe? Put in floss organisers. So if you just leave a comment with on my channel this month, so the first one is going to be these, and for you to win these you have to put floss organisers in. The second one is, I've got some really beautiful fabric, however I'm never going to use it. Now this is 25 by 27 inches. It's a 28 count opalescent Lugana, and it's called Cobblestones, and it's by Pole Stitch Designs. So this is the fabric. It's pretty big, and it is opalescent, so it is I don't know if you can see, it is quite a large. I think I've got a thread on the back of that. I haven't used it, I haven't started anything on it. It's just not for me. So instead of it sitting in my box and not doing anything, I thought it'd be really nice to do a giveaway. As this one is called Cobblestones, let's make the word cobblestones for that one. And now I'm going to really struggle getting it back in. So yeah, Pole Stitch Designs, 28 count, opalescent, 25 by 27. So if you would like to go in the running for that, pop in that. Okay. The next one is again a fabric, and this one is by Pole Stitch Designs, and it's called English Rose. It's 25 by 27 and it's 28 count, and it's an opalescent Lugana. And we'll call this one English Rose. So if you want to go in the running for winning this one, you can call this English Rose. Exactly the same size as the other one. It is very pretty, but it just isn't my colourway for anything. And, you know, I was a little bit annoyed because I did say to her that I wanted pinks and greys because I had like a pattern in mind that I wanted to do. And this came out blue and salmon. And this one, although the grey is great, it's grey and salmon, so it's not grey and pink, and it just wasn't going to work. And she got really, really angsty with me. So, and I was like, I had this whole entire conversation with you that I wanted grey and pink. And so I was like, you know what? I can't even be bothered to try and get my money back because she was so rude. And it is the first time and the last time that I will ever order anything off Pole Stitch Designs. So I'm going to give her fabric away instead. Right, so that is a giveaway. All I ask is that you are a subscriber when you go to do the comments, so that it's fair to everyone, because, you know, I did do this giveaway on the fact that I reached 2,000 subscribers. So I think it's only fair that you have to be a subscriber in order to go in to win the prizes. So I want to do a couple of shout outs. One is the Stitchy Witch. She does really, really, really good Stitch with me's, and I'm quite jealous. Her Stitch with me's are fab. Now, I did say previously that I was going to do a Stitch with me, but I just need to try and sort it out logistically. I'm also not too sure what you want me to work on. So if there's anything in particular that you like, that you want to see me working on, I think I might have figured it out now. I do have 2 Lowry stands, because part of the parcel with me is that if I work on a big project, I kind of have to have, like, for example, the project that my peonies is on, it's like a metre and 10. So when I work on it on my settee, I have to have like cushions that are kind of buffering up the other side. So my problem is that how do I then create a smooth stitch with me? So what I was thinking is, I do have a puff, like a thing that you put your feet up on. I don't know what you call it. Foot stands, anyway. And what I was thinking is, because I've got 2 Lowry stands, I can connect them both to the 2 Lowry stands. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's a much bigger project or a little bit smaller if they're on the frames. However, if I've got a Q-snap, because they're only small, I'll obviously use only 1 stand. So my thinking is, if I set it up so that I'm using both the Lowry stands, it might make it a little bit easier. So I think I'm going to try this month to do a stitch with me, but let me know what you want me to stitch on, because there's no point in me doing a stitch with me if, like, what I'm working on is not what you want to see. So yeah, so the first one is the Stitchy Witch, and then the next one is Sharon from Fun with Cross Stitch, because she gave me a shout out, which is really, really nice, and I thought I would do the same for her. She's got over 800 subscribers now, so let's try and get her subscriber amount up. She's from Australia, I believe. I'm hoping that she's not from New Zealand. She is doing an Australian, she's working on a project which is the country Australia, so I am presuming that she's from Australia, not New Zealand. But yeah, she's absolutely lovely, and I only came across her channel because she pops like in her comments, she put my cross stitch channel of channels that she'd come up against or come across and that she enjoyed, which was really nice of her to give me a shout out. So I am doing the same to you, Sharon. Thank you so much. Right, okay, let's get into my whips. Okay, I'm just going to grab a drink quick. I made sure this month that I actually ate my breakfast before I did this video, because last month it was horrendous. My stomach was just going mental, just rumbling like you wouldn't believe. So I do apologise about that. Okay, so I'm going to do this in the order that I've got. I'm going to try to. In fact, I feel like I am missing a project. Oh my goodness, give me one sec, guys. Okay, I'm back. Can I just say that if anyone's new to my channel, I am normally a lot more organised than this. But it's going to be one of those days. So, the first one I'm going to show you is... actually, let me just go back a bit. Hang on. I'm also not so skittish either. So, I have three Whipgo boards. Now, one is for over 100,000 stitches. One is for anything that I've got a 25% or complete over. And the other one is under 100,000. So for the month of February, number 7 and 11 came up. And I'm also doing that full coverage fanatics. So the month of February was orange, I believe. The first month was red. Yeah, January is red. February is orange. And then, yeah. And then now March is yellow. So I didn't have this on my Whipgo board. It didn't come up on my Whipgo board, but I used it for my full coverage fanatics. So the first one I'm going to show you is Delightful Waltz. And I think I worked on this last month as well. This is by RHAPSODY. Absolutely beautiful project. I love working on this. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern. Artwork is stunning. And it's by Leonid Afremov. And this is the large version. They do have a regular, but I bought the large. I did 729 stitches. My goal was 500. So anything with full coverage fanatics, my goal is 500 because I'm not the fastest stitcher in the world, and also I've got a hell of a lot going on in my life right now on a personal perspective, but more about that later. I roll. I'm at 2.19%, and I'm doing this on 20 count 1/1. So this is where you saw it last month. And this is where I am at now. So as you can see, I don't know what I'm doing really. I'm just trying to fill in the blanks. I had a hell of a lot of blank, I had a hell of a lot of stitches that I needed to fill in, and I'm kind of getting there at the moment. And I've clearly done this on the 10 by 10 step on the diagonal. I still don't know what I'm doing with regards to how I do my stitching, but yeah, it's just one of those things. But yeah, I don't know if you can see it very well. I just feel like the colours aren't coming through because for some reason I feel like my camera is on, I don't know. Let me just have a look at my camera. 1 second, guys. Right, I have no idea what's going on, but I think it's because it's starting to get sunny now and I need the light anyway, but I've got a window here and a window there, and where I've got light starting to come through, it's taken away from the colour that's on this. So it's not coming out as vibrant as I can see it, which is really annoying. But anyway, you get the gist. You get the gist. So that is my 20 count 1/1 Delightful Waltz, 2.19%, and I did 729. I think my target was 500. Okay, so that is the first one. And then the second one is, I'm just going to do it in order that I've got it here. Gobbler Farm. So Gobbler Farm, I think my target was 500. and that is on my over 100,000 stitches. Yeah, 500 stitches is what I needed to do. I did 524 and I'm at 1.25%. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and the artwork is by Donna Gelsinger. Absolutely gorgeous, really lovely. Again, not really sure what I'm doing with regards to how I'm stitching. I kind of seem to change the way I stitch all the time, which is really annoying. So this is what it looked like last month. And this is where we are now. Again, this is one of my bigger projects. Doing this 1/1 on 20 count. So yeah, again, just trying to fill in the blanks. I've got a hell of a lot of stitches that I need to fill in. Started coming across here doing the Royal Rose. But yeah, so that is where I am with this one. This is more of my, I would say this is more of like my autumnal stitch, but because I want to actually complete it sometime this century, I decided to put it on my whipgate board. So that is that one. Okay. Right. My next one is a new start. I did a poll and asked you guys to come up with what you would like me to start new. And it was between the Lion and the Train of Dreams in the end, and the Lion won by one comment. Can you believe it? So this is one that I downloaded from Artisy. Again, it's the colours just not vibrant because I don't know what's going on with my camera at the moment. I might have to look at getting a proper camera rather than doing this on my phone, because I don't know. But anyway, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's just so much more vibrant in real time. But yeah, I'm doing this one on 18 count. I have put all of my flosses on these organisers, which I love. So I've got these stickers, and these are not the stickers that come with it. The stickers that come with these are like already numbered, but because I have got so many projects that I'm doing, I decided to buy these, which I got from Amazon. I don't think you can even see. So they're like little dot stickers. See, you can't even really see in the light, can you? Can you see there? Like dot stickers. So I think I got like 1,000 stickers for like a couple of dollars, which is nothing. So I decided that I was going to put those on, and also it just means I can rip them off easily. So I've got, I don't know how many colours I've got with this, but it's not a huge amount of colours. So I've got 2 of these floss organisers, fully functional. And I love these because they just go, they wrap up really easily. They go straight into my project bag, which I'm going to have to buy some more of these because I'm buying more projects and being gifted more projects. So they go in there quite easily, which is nice. So that can all stay together. I'm doing this one on 18 count, 2/1. I did 666 stitches and I'm at 0.84%. I didn't have anything to show you last month because this is a brand new start. Oh, hang on, I need that thing again. I'll use this one. However, you're not really going to be able to see much because I'm kind of doing the background. This is where I'm at. And because the light is so rubbish today, this is how much I've done. So again, I'm doing the Royal Rose method. I'm really apologise that you can't see this. It's just, I'm just wondering if I shut this light off, maybe you'll be able to see it. Hang on one sec. You can see it a little bit, but not a huge amount. So yeah, I am enjoying, actually, do you know what? That's a better light, I think. I am enjoying doing this one. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, the lion is done on 18 count 2/1. Really enjoying doing that one, and I can't wait to start actually working on the lion. The next one is, this came up on my Whip Go board as well. It is another Heaven and Earth Designs. I'm doing this one on 20 count 1/1. This is artwork by Lisa Parker. Gorgeous. I love the cat because it reminds me of my little black cat that I've got. I was supposed to do 500 on this one, and I did 514, and I'm at 6.28%. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. Where we are now. So again, I'm doing the Royal Rose method, and you can see where these are coming in handy, my bobbies. I think what I've decided for the way that I'm going to stitch going forward is, if my project is like a page and maybe a little bit more, I'm going to do the Royal Rose across the whole lot. If, however, my project is really big, I am going to do it page by page. I'm just going to stick my light back on because, is that a bit better? I'm going to do it page by page because I feel like it might be better doing it page by page. And I just think it's going to be a lot cleaner. So I'm going to do the Royal Rose method page by page. So going across, then going down to the next bit, then across, the next down to the next bit, across. I just feel like for me, going forward, that's going to be much better and it's going to be cleaner. And yeah, so this is Lisa Parker's 20 count 1/1. I don't know what it's called actually. What's it called? Rise of the Witches, that's what it's called, Rise of the Witches. I love working on this one, it's gorgeous. Coverage is amazing because I use CXC threads, and as everyone knows, they are a bit thicker than DMC. So yeah, loving doing that one. So I hit my goal for that one. My next one is, and this is the example why I've decided to go the way that I'm going to go, and I'll show you in a minute. The next one is peonies, pink peonies. I charted this one myself on Threadbare. That's better. However, I did try putting it into Pattern Keeper and it didn't work. And then I had a long discussion with someone the other day because Threadbare is just driving me mental. It's everything from the fact that you don't know how many stitches you're doing per day unless you have a look at your stitches that you did previously and then have a look at what you're stitching now. So then you just subtract one from the other. The fact that it's really not very clear to see. I don't know if I can show you. Hang on one second. What happened to my tablet? Okay, let me show you what I mean. Because it drives me that nuts, and I don't know whether it's just me being simple and fussy or whether it's just the fact that, I don't know. So I'm going to turn the light off for this. Okay, so one of the things that really bugs me is the whole entire, yes, that's fine, but when you get, look, the whole entire screen moves, you know, it's not, you don't just get the movement through like Pattern Keeper, whereas yes, the screen moves, but the whole entire thing doesn't move. So, and it's also, it is really sensitive, you know, and that just bugs the hell out of me. And I don't know whether it's just me just being really, I don't know. The other thing is, you can see all of the symbols underneath anything that's been completed. So it is really confusing when you want to put in new symbols or you want to kind of stitch other icons, because I end up getting lost so often with this. It's just a nightmare. I mean, I just wish it'd be like Pattern Keeper, where you just can't see the pattern, you can't see the symbols. Now, if you scroll out, let me just move across. Hang on. Bear with 1 second. Okay. Now, if you scroll out, it's a little bit more like Pattern Keeper. But the minute that you zoom in, it's not doing it now. There you go. The minute you zoom in, you're back to all of your symbols again, you see? And it just drives me nuts. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, so I went through and I told you that I was doing the parking through via the Royal Rose parking method. And so I was going along jolly, minding my own business, parking all my threads, and then I realised that you can only park one thread in one colour. So what it does is it cancels out the last parked thread and then it parks the new one. So if you've got 15 threads of the same colour going across, which I'll show you in a minute, you only have got one parked threads because it's cancelled out all of the other ones, and it just drives me nuts. So anyway, I had me and my rants, I had a massive rant on Threadbare, and I was like, is there any way that you can A, stop the screen from moving, B, have more than one parked thread, I think C, do any settings so that you don't see all of your symbols underneath your stitches that have already been done, because it's just frustrating as hell and I'm getting lost and I'm making mistakes. I've made more mistakes in the small amount of time that I spent on this than I have in a whole entire Heaven and Earth design. Literally, it was driving me nuts because I was making that many mistakes. So, Simon Green was really nice. I mean, I wasn't rude. I was just like, you know, this isn't working, that isn't working. How can we fix that? How can we fix that? Simon Green was really nice. He's the guy that has created Threadbare. And he came back and said, look, you know, everything's on our to-do list. We are working through it. We've had a few people have the same concerns. But, you know, when I've gone back and I've seen what he's got on his to-do list, it was like last year. You know, a whole entire year ago. So this still hasn't been fixed after a whole entire year. So I was like, right, that's it, I'm done. I'm not using this anymore. I'm going to see if I can put this back into Pattern Keeper. And I managed to do it. The problem I had before is it only brought in like 90% of the symbols. It didn't download all of the pattern. So I managed to do it this time. Don't know how I've done it, but if I show you it, when I go to actually put it into Pattern Keeper, I'm going to make sure that I'm at a point on here that I've done like a whole page, and I haven't got lots and lots of little kind of, you know, stitch here, stitch there, stitch there, stitch there, and I haven't got to worry about it, that it's just all blocks, so I can just block out what I've done. So, I'm doing this on 20 count 1/1. This is where you saw it last, oh my goodness me, month. Is where I am at now. Oh, and it's such a big project that I'm going to really, it's because it's on a massive frame, I'm really going to struggle showing you. So here we are. So yeah, I have done a bit more. See what I mean about doing like the Royal Rose and going over here? I got a bit bored of these mute colours, so I decided to see if I can get some like proper decent colour in, and yeah, I kind of jumped the gun a bit, but I'm going to finish this page. I'll probably end up finishing this block actually, and then I can put it into Pattern Keeper, and then I can start working on Pattern Keeper because I really need to. So this is one that's been designed by myself, well, not designed, but it's been charted by myself through Threadbare, and yeah, so that's kind of where we are with that one. And I've got some funky stuff going on behind here, which I didn't realise, so I'm going to have to check that out in a second. Okay. Right. What should we work on next? Okay. My next one that I worked on was Stormy. This was my under 100,000 stitches. No, it wasn't. Hang on. Bear with. What is Stormy on? Yeah, under 100,000 stitches, and I had to do 300 stitches on this one. So Stormy is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is by Critter Valley. Love this piece, but it is heaven confetti hell. I wouldn't say it was confetti heaven at all. I mean, if you want a piece where you're changing colour every 5 seconds, and this is it. And I worked on this last month, but it came up again this month. I'm doing it on 28 count 2/2. Got threads everywhere. This is done on my own fabric that I did myself. So I dyed this fabric myself. I'm having one of those days today. I can't get my words out. I'm really sorry. So this is what it looked like last time you saw it. So again, I'm just trying to fill in the blanks and getting all the stitches filled in. And I think I'm working up with this one. I'm not sure if I'm working up or down. I'm probably kind of doing both. I changed my mind really, really quickly. So 1 minute I'll go one way, the next minute I'll go another. And I'm completely disorganised when it comes to how I'm doing something. But yeah, that's where I am. So 28 count 2/2. Enjoying it. I did... oh, you know what? I didn't even tell you how many stitches I did on the other one. So on this one, I did... Where are you, Stormy? 348 stitches, and I'm at 6.09. And on Pink Peonies, I did 1,623 stitches, and I think I was only supposed to do 500. But because I hadn't worked on it in a while, and I was enjoying the Royal Rose method, I decided to stick it, you know, go a bit over 500 stitches and try and do double that. So I did triple that. I did 1,623 stitches. So that's not bad. That's had a bit of a decent go on it. Okay, the next one. Yeah, the next one is... His name is Jesus. And I'm so sorry that it's so blurry. It just came out like this. I don't really know why. This is one I do every Monday, but I'm kind of losing my will. But it's not so bad because of what's come up this month, and I'll explain that to you in a second. So, where is it? His name is Jesus. So I did 376 stitches. I'm at 62.06%. I did want to get over 60%, which is good. I'm doing it on 32 count 2/2. And this is where I'm up to now. Now, I did have a few issues. One being the fact that this colour is 3688. And I don't know what stash I got this from. Maybe it was like an old stash. However, when I've gone to, because I've run out of 3688 now, when I went to get a new 3688, it's a completely different colour, and I don't know if you can really see the difference between that and that. This is more of like a brighter pink. However, it's actually not that bad. Can you see there's a slight difference? But it's more, you can see it more in real time. Again, my lighting isn't very good, so I'm kind of struggling to kind of show you, but it's actually not a bad thing that it's come out slightly differently. It just means I'm going to have 4 shades of pink instead of 3. So it keeps it interesting. I think on this one I worked, I can't remember whether I finished this or not, or whether I did that last time. I certainly finished this bit, I think. I started this one, this word here. I finished this word. Can't remember what else I did now. I started this word here, Messiah. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on with this one. and plod away. And I'm hoping that I should have this, I'm hoping to do at least another 10% on it. So if I can do it at least another 10% every single month, I'm at 60 odd percent now. What am I? 62% now. So I've only got, hoping it'll only be 4 months. However, I've got quite a lot to work on it this month, so, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. So it might end up being done sooner rather than later. I'm just going to pop that down there. Okay. The next one I worked on was my Santa and Frosty. This is one that I work on the 25th of every month. And I don't know why, but I do. This came up in my January, so I doubly worked up on this in January, but obviously because February was orange, it didn't come up this time, so I've only done the stitching that I've done on the 25th. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork is done by Donna Gelsinger. Love it. Really beautiful. And I didn't do a hell of a lot this month on this one because like I said, like my personal life is gone a bit nuts. Where are you? Santa and Frosty. I've only done 124 stitches, which is a bit of a nightmare. Again, this is not going to be one that you're going to be able to see very well because it's the background, and because I'm working up in this bit here, the background is pretty much white. Oh, I thought I had a cat come in. So this is where you saw it last month. And this is where I am now. 20 count 1/1. Yeah, so again, I'm doing the Royal Rose method, starting to get a bit more colour here. Oh, that's my needle, wonder what that was. And a little bit more colour here. Needle miner's a bit drunk. So yeah, I mean, it's coming along. If I plod away at this one on the 25th of every month, then, you know, I'm sure it'll work up quite quick. But I do love doing 20 count 1/1 using CXC threads. It's lush. Okay, I'm running out of space there. So that's that one. I've got another new start, and this is one that I started because I really couldn't wait to start. It is Blue Rhapsody, and I'm doing this one with really funky thread. Actually, it's a DMC thread. It's 4515 and it's variegated. And you know what? I'm not loving working with this. It feels really, I don't know, coarse. That's probably a good word. Whereas CXC thread is so soft. And this is really coarse thread. And also I'm definitely finding a difference in the thickness of it. It's a lot thinner than CXC thread, and I didn't realise how much. So this is a new one, and it is being done on, what is it being done on? 32 count 2/2. I believe 32 count 2/2. I haven't got anything to show you from last time, but this is where I am now. So I'm using one of those really nice sort of nudge, I don't know what you call them, they're hoops, but they're square hoops. So yeah, I mean, this is really, really pretty. Haven't really done a hell of a lot, but I've had quite a lot to work on this month, and I've had a lot to deal with, you know, in the background, so to speak. So yeah, I'm loving that one. So pretty. So I'm looking forward to that working up and seeing what it looks like. But I just, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Really, really pretty. So that is that one. The next one I worked on, I've done so much this month. I've done so much. I've done a little on a lot rather than a lot on a little. And I'm hoping to kind of change out that next month. So the next one that came up was Resistance is Futile again. And I had to do 1,000 stitches on it this time. So Resistance is Futile. It's a long dog sampler. Here we are. And this is where I am now. So I think I was around here last time. I'm doing this on 28 count 2/2. I'm literally just filling in this next band. So that's 3 bands down. I think there's like a couple more to go. I think it's another 3 to go, is there? So 1, 2, 3. There's 5 to go. Brilliant. 5 more bands. So yeah, I was just filling in this bit here. So yeah, I've come across, but I'm enjoying this one. Love working on this one. Very, very, very pretty. Taking its time, but you know what? If you don't work on something, then it is going to take a long time. So that is that one. I feel like my hot chocolate's got really cold now. That's not amazing at all. Okay, my next one is pretty much my last one, I think. Is HIVE rules. So this is one that I'm doing in conjunction with, or collaboration with, Tara from One Stitch at a Time. Really, really gorgeous. I do this every Sunday. The pattern is literally like this. So it's just basically a booklet and you've got pages. So I've printed out the pages myself. I just, yeah. How did I do it? I think I just photocopied it actually. Did I photocopy it? Yeah, I think I just photocopied it in colour because I just thought it'd be easier. So I'm working on page by page. And I don't know how many stitches I did this month because it isn't on Pattern Keeper. And this is one where I'm going to take it off my frame because I've kind of brought my frame down because I'm starting to work on another full area. I'm doing this on 32 count 2/2. Let's take it off the frame for you. I don't mind taking these off the frame. It's the ones that are on the scroll frames that drive me nuts to get back on. So this is where you saw it last month. This is where I'm at now. So very pretty, coming along. This is on a white opalescent fabric. Really, really beautiful. I love it. 32 count 2/2. I think I was down to here last time. No. Oh gosh, I can't even remember. Maybe here. So I've done this time. This still needs to be completed, and then I've got sweet here, I think. So yeah, I'm looking forward to working on that one again, but I do that every Sunday with Tara. So that's quite a nice one. It's quite small, quite pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to pop that in here. And I'll pop that back on the Q-snap after we have finished. I've got so much stuff up here, it's unreal. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit anything more without it all falling on the floor. Okay, so I think, oh no, I've got one more. Hang on. Okay, let's move some of this. Oh, is that my... That is also my needle. So the next one that I worked on was one that I said if I got approved for my change of status, visa, whatever, so I could actually start my business, I would make this a new start because it just was really fitting. And what do you know? Ta-da! My case was approved, finally. So we are cooking with gas. So I was really pleased to get that. And I got it on Valentine's Day, can you believe it? They sent me that on Valentine's Day. So I had a great Valentine's Day. I was completely single, completely on my own, didn't care, because I got that probably about 7 o'clock in the evening, which is amazing. So then I was like, right, I'm opening up a bottle of wine to celebrate. So this is my next one. It's called It's About Time. This is one that I promised that I would do that if I got my approval. So happy, happy, happy. Really, really beautiful this one is. I'm doing this one on 20 count 1/1. I only managed to get a little bit of it done last night because it was kind of a last minute thing because I was trying to get all of my whip goes done. Oh yeah, this was a new buy as well because I needed to get another frame, but this is where I am at. So, oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to move some of this. Excuse-moi, because I cannot. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, there we are. So you can't really see the colours in this very well, which is really annoying. But there's browns and greens in there. And yeah, again, I'm doing the Royal Rose. And because this one is quite a long piece, I'm going to do a whole entire page through Royal Rose. So I don't know what page is about here and then down. So I'll go across 2 and then down to across 2, across 2, across 2, and then do that across. So you actually have something so you can actually see something coming together. So I think the other reason why I didn't really have a lot of time on that one is because I spent the time kitting everything up. So what I've done is I'm doing it page by page at the moment. I've got all of my threads for the whole lot. However, I've decided that on these, I've just done it page by page. Now, what I have done is I fully completed these. So it goes from, hang on, 150 all the way to 471, 150 to 471. So this is, I've gone through the whole entire pattern and I have just put all of the stickers on for every single colour that I need. Then I'm going to do it page by page, and as I get to the next page I will then put the rest on them. So I think this one only has a few on it. I think this has only got 2 actually, but as you can see it's a fully completed floss organizer. Or floss organizer. So yeah, so I've got 4. I think have I got 4? No, I've got 5 of these. But you know what? They fit really easily in my project bag. So I'm finding it a little bit easier, I'm not going to lie, with storage. Yeah, it's just easier. And then I've got them all in one place. So that's them. And they just fit in my project bag really easily. Because these are on a frame, obviously my frame doesn't go in my bag. So that is basically my project, which is amazing. So it's all together, all organised. I don't have to worry about losing anything. These are the rest of the yeah, so basically I've done it, yeah, so what I've done is I've done it page by page. So this is a page. However, what I've put on these so I can actually start the project is the first load of Royal Rose. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, about 8. So I just made sure that all of those colours that in those 8 rows, although, yeah, the 8 rows, are on here. So when I go down to do my next set of rows, I'm probably going to need more colours, so then I'll probably just do the next set on here. Yes, I know it's more time consuming. But at the moment, it would just seem to be the better way of doing it. So going forwards, what came up this time? Oh, I can't even remember what number came up now. I don't even know I wrote it down. But going forwards, I am doing, I think I wrote it on here. Hang on 1 second. I just need to find it. And it's going to be one of those things where I see it all the time, and then when I need it, I can never find it. Okay, here we are. Whip Game March. Okay, so I didn't even put in there what numbers came up. That's good, isn't it? Okay, so Story Keep Paris and Twisted Band Sampler. So Story Keep Paris and Twisted Band Sampler. So I think it's 2 and 22. I think they're the numbers that came up. 2 and 22. Let me have a look. His Name is Jesus. Okay, yes. So alternative reality. Okay, yeah. So 2 and 22. So this month I am working on Bountiful Bookshelf, because that came up on my over 100,000 stitches. And number 22 is Alternative Reality, 500 stitches. On my 25% complete, see, this is what I mean about the whole, I don't have to worry about not having too much on His Name is Jesus, because number 2 is His Name is Jesus, 500 stitches. And number 22 is His Name is Jesus, 500 stitches. I think someone's trying to tell me something, that you haven't worked enough on it, love. So you need to get cracking. So I've got to do 1,000 stitches on His Name is Jesus. Oh my goodness me, I'm going to have fun doing that. And then the next one is my under 100,000 is Story Keep Paris, number 2, 500 stitches, and 22 is Twisted Band Sampler. And for the Fanatics, full coverage Fanatics, this March colour is yellow. So I'm going to do my Bumblebee. And I didn't bring it up with me. I'm silly. But everyone's seen it. I've worked on it quite a lot. It's just the big Bumblebee. And I've got to do 500 stitches on that one. So that should almost mean that I'm finished on that one. Now, if I get finished on that one, I've got the Bumblebee on here, which is number 23. And under, it should be on under as well. Is it on under? Maybe it's not. Okay, so it's on here twice. So there and there. So if I end up finishing it, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at what I need to work on more going forwards, and I'm going to change it up and just change this board again and just write in the next one, or I'll just use it as a free space and just decide, actually, you know what, I haven't got to do that anymore, so what do I need to work on more? So I'm hoping that you'll see quite a lot of the Bumblebee done, if not pretty much there. I don't know how much of the Bumblebee I've done so far. Oh, it's going to be, I've got all my stuff underneath there. I think I'm at like 80% of the Bumblebee, something like that. So there isn't a hell of a lot to do left. So that's exciting. So there, what I'm going to do this month, I am trying to I'm glad that His Name is Jesus has come up. Is it 3 times it's come up? No, twice. Bountiful, Alternative Reality, Story Keep, Twisted Band Sampler, and His Name is Jesus. Okay. The reason being is because I think we are going to be full steam ahead with the barn this month. If the barn goes up, well, it's going to be like, I think the shell's being built anyway, and then the second phase is getting the concrete in, then the third phase is getting the walls in, and then the fourth phase is getting the stables in, and then the fifth phase is getting the concrete pavers. But I'm not doing anything with my horse at the moment, and it's driving me nuts. So I want to start riding her again, bringing her back into work. So if the minimum we're going to start doing this month is getting the riding arena done, so that I've got somewhere that I can work my horse, because at the moment it's a bit of a nightmare, and unless she's in an arena, she thinks that going out on the property means fun time, yay, and I want to just bolt off and go back to my friends, thank you very much. So if she's in an arena, she kind of has this headspace where, okay, yeah, this means work. So I really want to try and get the arena in, and I've spoken to my dad, and my dad was like, yeah, get the arena in whole. Then you know, if the barn takes a little bit longer, it doesn't really matter. It means that you've got somewhere that you can work your horse, and I've got something else I can do. So I also, before the barn goes up, I also need to stain the wood that I've got for the purlins. That needs to be done before they start building. So I've got quite a lot of work to do in the background of doing my whip go board. So I think what I'm going to do this month most likely is just stick to my whip go board. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 5. Yeah, that's 5 projects. I might do 6 or 7 projects, but I'm not going to go nuts like I did last time, because, you know, with everything going on, oh yeah, it is 6, isn't it? Because I've got the bumblebee as well. So I don't want to limit myself, but I also haven't put away those threads yet either. You know, last month I bought 3 packs of CXC threads. They still haven't gone to be organised. I haven't put them in their bags. So they're still left, and I need to sort them out. I've got to do the financing of my business, because I've got invoices that I need to pay and process on my account system. I also need to do business cards. There's a lot of admin-y stuff that I have to do in the background, and I've got some other bits that I need to do as well. I do also need to do my exam for my laser. So I did my laser training for cold laser. This is photo laser. So lasers in horses is used for like wound healing, and it's great for joints and arthritis and everything like that. So for me to bring my skill base up, I decided to do a course on laser. And the only thing I haven't done is sat my exam. So I haven't got my certificates for that yet, because I haven't done the exam. So I need to re-go over my notes and sit the exam for that. So there's quite a lot to do. So I'm not taking a back seat for stitching, but something has got to give. I've got so much to do this month that I need to really concentrate on other things other than just stitching. But having said that, today is a stitchy day, and so I'm going to get stitching. And I hope to see you in my next video. And I'm really sorry about the whole light situation, a bit of a nightmare. But yeah, I can't really help that. It's just so up and down. It's 1 minute it's really light outside, the next minute it's not. So yeah, it's really, really difficult. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Like I said with regards to the giveaway, don't put anything like giveaway or free or anything like that. Just use the words that we discussed. Put in the comments those words. And then next time I come in, which will be the 1st of April, I will then do the, I'll run the raffle thing, whatever it's called, you know, and see who's won what. And then speak to you about email addresses and getting your address over to me so I can send you the stuff. Now, I wasn't originally going to do UK, however, given the fact that this is my first giveaway and the fact that I do have a lot of people from the UK, I think it's only fair that I do send it to the UK. So I will do UK, US and, you know, worldwide, kind of Europe and US. So I think that's fair, because otherwise otherwise I'm kind of cutting out half my subscribers. So yes, I will be doing worldwide shipping. So get commenting, guys, get subscribing, and I hope that, you know, next month that your name will be pulled. So thank you so much, and I will see you with my next video. Cheers, guys. Bye.